So for H, I decided to go with hell. My idea kind of was for this alphabet thing was to slowly, progressively get more and more disturbing, I guess, or weird, or whatever. So, also my idea was to pick like the first word that came to my head, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking, kind of the overall plan was to get weirder and weirder as I went through the 26 letters. So this wasn't necessarily the first word that I thought of. I think I thought of one before it, but I just didn't like it as much. So hell was a weird one too, though. I wanted, it was kind of the only thing I could think of, but I didn't really know if I wanted to actually draw like hell or not. I kind of started off by drawing a demon, Satan, I guess, which by the way I didn't show the sketching for again because it's I don't know. I don't really like filming the sketching, and I should do it. I probably will for the next drawing, but sometimes I've been this was a tough week for me actually. Just feel like I never get anything done, honestly, with art. It's been pretty hard. It's weird because I feel like I can whip out sketches for characters pretty quickly. It's not like it was in the past. I used to take like forever to make a sketch of a character that I was happy with, and like, you look back at what I was drawing, it's not it doesn't look like it took a long time, I'll say that. So, and now I have art that I think looks pretty good. Character art, cartoon character art that, I don't know. It's very hard to objectively judge my own art because one second I think it's good and then the next second it's like awful, and it's if you draw, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. But or maybe I don't know, maybe I have like I think I probably have a pretty bad case of whatever that is. So I think it's possible that there's some artists out there that don't struggle with it quite as much as I do, but at the same time, it's definitely not a unique struggle. But yeah, I don't know. I sometimes I just feel like I can't get anything done. Sometimes I feel like I get a lot done. That's not the greatest way to word it. I should say I feel like I get like a sufficient amount done sometimes. I don't think you can ever feel like you got a lot done when you're animating. It's just like, that's impossible. So anyway, I drew a bunch of versions of this character, or I basically I drew two separate versions, but I lined the character 4 times I'm looking at, and I'm probably going to take the best parts of each of them, mainly from the last 2. Those are the good ones. And mainly because the final drawing I made, it's only the head, and there's no body, so obviously I have to compile that. I should have just drawn the body but I don't know, I guess I figured that the body was fine. I didn't need to redraw it for no reason. And then I did end up drawing this little background, which looks it was okay, and then I added the face into the background, that creepy like half drawn face, and I think it kind of adds to it a little bit. So I'm moderately happy with the drawing. I didn't record myself drawing it enough. That's something I need to do better. But yeah, the drawing itself is okay. At first I was very upset. I thought it was horrible, and I thought it wasn't even. There's nothing worse than like when you don't feel like that good about your art, and then you feel like what you just made doesn't even hold up to the art that you made before. So I feel like this at least holds up. And all of these drawings that I'm making are goofy drawings that they're not even my like best work, So I don't really know why I'm caring that deeply about it. Like it's kind of supposed to be like a goofy little thing. there's lots of like art that gets published in books and whatever that's like not that good objectively, and you know, I feel like I'm good enough to be at least that. At least like not people will look at my art and it's like it's not that good, but you know, something was made out of it somehow. Somehow I became successful off of it. That's how I feel like this art is in my head. Hopefully some of my other art is a little bit better than that, but you know, I take whatever I can get, I guess. I don't really know what I'm rambling about at this point, honestly. I doubt anyone does, if there's anyone listening to this. Anyway, yeah, I is gonna be. I don't know. It's gonna be a fun one. I know the word, but I don't actually know what I'm gonna draw for it. So, we'll see. But I'm sure it'll be interesting.